China says it's raising its tariff on U.S. goods to 125%. The move is the latest tit-for-tat tariff action between the two countries. Scripps News national correspondent Dan Grossman is live in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania for us this Friday afternoon. Dan, these tariff rates have ballooned over the last week. Is this the last of it?
Liz, consumers are really hoping so, but it is tough to say if and even when the U.S. and China will stop going tit for tat, as you mentioned, on one another and raising these tariffs. The only thing we really know at this point is consumers and people at home are already starting to feel the pinch.
The back-and-forth U.S. China tariffs escalation is showing no signs of slowing down. The U.S. now imposing tariffs of 145% on goods from China. Beijing is countering, raising tariffs on American imports to 125%.
This is two very large countries going at each other, and if it doesn't stop very quickly, then I don't think it's going to stop really at all.
Consumers are already starting to see the impacts. Take Chinese tech company Anker. It's raised prices on a fifth of its products on Amazon since Thursday of last week, according to one e-commerce tracker. It sells electronics like phone chargers and power cables. Those products have gone up an average of 18% over the past week. Sasha Tomic is an economist.
And I think people will be surprised to find out how much of things that you buy on Amazon, and especially Temu, for example, comes from China.
The U.S. imports far more from China than China does from the U.S., but it's still a vital market for American manufacturers. China imported more than $15 billion worth of American electronics last year.
China's a huge market for the tech industry, and I think this is going to preclude more and more the tech companies being able to grow their revenue in the Chinese marketplace.
That could mean U.S. manufacturers hike domestic prices to make up for losses, another potential sting for consumers.
They will pay more. I mean, it will be bruising for both sides. And it's naive to think that either side, will leave unscathed.
Now, electronics might be the first area where consumers are seeing these higher prices, but tech is far from the only sector that is being affected. Farmers rely heavily on China. As Liz, last year, half of U.S. soybean exports went to the country.
Yeah, Dan, there's so many parts of U.S. trade where we get a lot of stuff from China. I know the fashion industry and clothing will be heavily impacted by these tariffs as well. Dan, is there any relief coming for consumers?
One would hope, but that is a difficult question to ask. If there's a silver lining, it's that the markets ended on a small up note, but again, there's been so much whiplash this week between the markets with that huge rise and then just another fall yesterday. But consumers aren't exactly feeling all too confident about the future, as right now a new study out from Michigan shows that consumers' confidence is at its lowest level, and when looking at inflation, they aren't too optimistic that prices will be too far down a year from now.
Dan Grossman live in Philadelphia for us this Friday. Thank you so much for that report.